Hello everyone, what's up? And I hope you're all doing good. Itchy here from the Wise Guys, and I'm bringing you the awaited Evil Twin deck profile. No, this is just not Evil Twin, this is the goldenICHI.deck. And the reason why I say that, because this is literally a clusterfuck about 3 engines put together, mainly with Evil Twin, Eldlich, and Dogmatika. And the cool thing about this one, I did participate in the Remote 2 Nationals or event that was going on this weekend here in Europe, and I managed to get 6th place with X11 record. They'll play Evil Twin Eldlich in the side events the day before, so after that I upgraded it doing with the Dogmatika stuff because I feel like I needed the extra push and the extra stun of everything. So, but yeah, if you want to see that deck profile, make me sure know in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe to the channel, the Wise Guys CCG, and ding the notification bell so you don't want to miss that upload. But let's go right into the deck profile, shall we? So, as of course, we're playing the Live Twins, and so we only have 2 Kill, Live Twin Kill, and Live Twin Lilla. These monsters are basically tour guides that is both on normal special summon that you get to special summon and either each counterpart. So, but you can only activate this effect if you don't control any monsters, and of course, it's heavy normal summon based, so you don't want to run too many. I just prefer to run 2 because, as I said, it takes up normal summons, especially when I have the Dogmatika. I want to have with the Ecclesia and with their own in archetype emerge teleport card, especially summons one from the deck. It's also just anything, but yeah, these are really good extenders. It's best Ash bait I ever seen. It's like comparing into having with Alistair the Invoker, with just baiting ashes and other hunt traps, and then you just punish them and set all your powerful cards and everything. Also, versus Virtual World, I mean, VFD is still a problem, but then you just do other things mostly. I didn't open any monsters versus Virtual World though when they have the VFD combo. Actually, I just met the VFD combo once. He bricked game 1 and I just had full OTK hand after that. But yeah, and also to know that these guys have some interesting time rules in them, like the Tricksters, because if you just leave them on the field, they're not completely dead, but you can niche something in time if you want. It never came up to me though. And Lilla is that they have to declare an attack with monster by paying 500. No, they have to, if they're going to declare an attack, they have to pay 500. And Kill is that they have to pay. No, I gain 500 if they declare an attack. So it's some niche part, but it worked really well. And next up, as I said, we have the Golden Boy himself, Eldlich the Golden Lord. This card is just the amazing card I ever seen. It's so good going second, so good having hand, and I can unbrick him from my hand like really easily, which is incredibly strong, especially with the their own archetype Live Twin card. That special summons from the deck exactly. But also that he can't be destroyed by card effects, which is what I'm gonna show you the best blowout card in the whole deck in a second. And of course, as I said, the clusterfuck of it all, the Dogmatika stuff. This is basically just stun your opponent and extend further. To get that punishment, you get the Search of the Fleur release. I didn't open this guy so much, but in testing I just opened this guy Fleur so much that it actually triggered me off sometimes. I was like, what, really? Why? So that's most part of it, and Dogmatika is really, really good. especially if you can turn off the you can do some niche stuff, which I'm gonna show you in a second. And for the hand traps, I only played 6, which was 3 Ash and 3 Impermanence. Now, hand traps right now is not good in my opinion. I just want to set 5 or set 4 every single turn, and just see how combo players just, okay, what am I gonna do now? There's nothing much I can negate except for Drytron. They have some really strong stuff going on, but when I was playing as Virtual World, they made the whole VFD combo with VFD and Shenzhen, the one that's a Macrocosmos, and I just set 4. It was set 4 together with a golden Eldland. So that's for the hand traps. And now for the spells. And here is the in-archetype card of Emerged Teleport. Live Twin Home, and a card to search for Live Twin Home, Sacred Passage. These cards are really good extenders and helps you if you get Nibiru, which is I never got Nibiru at all during the event, which was really fortunate for me. But if they would to do, then I would just play the Dogmatika stuff, I guess, and set a bunch of cards. But yeah, this helps you unbrick the hand, discarding discard for cost, by the way. Discarding the Eldlich cards, Golden Lords, and cards, you name it, to extend further. And of course, it's also starter cards to get to the twins, so you can get into the nice disruption and the plus of a draw. Also, you can play more than one Sacred Passport to search things out, but I already play a huge amount of cards, which is 45. I couldn't get down to 40, and it worked really well for me. And you could also side one of the in-archetype trap cards. I did test them out though, but I felt like I couldn't waste such valuable side deck spots for some troll trap cards that would mostly not be relevant. So yeah, that's it for that. And yeah, the Cursed Eldland, and together with Non-Servant, these cards are just speak for themselves. There's nothing much to more explain there. That with the twins you go just so much combo with them. You can, with Nadir, you can like pop 3 cards if you do the twin combo, and then Nadir, and you get your setup with Eldland with the twins as well to fill up your graveyard, and you start grinding from there. So insane. And then the last spell card for 3 Forbidden Droplets. This card I wanted to have something that to go second with, and there's some niche, the really nice interaction with the twins and droplets. I'm gonna show you in a minute. But so far, yeah, this card helped me so much. It's helped me win versus prank kids. It almost helped me win versus one of the only decks I lost to, which was PK Burning Abyss, PK Fire, that's the name. And he literally opened Evilsworn Nightmare, Dragoon, Bardish with double Fogblade, and since my deck is heavily focused on my normal summon, at least with the engine, how that hand was, it was really hard for me to play around the floodgates, and I didn't open a Golden Lord to destroy them. So, but shout outs to him. He actually won the event. So really shout outs to Emil. I'm proud of you, boy. And the last part, the Eldlich cards. We can also put the Dogmatika stuff, and there you already see what probably would be the blowout card. So yeah, this card is just the amazing cards of having think you are back in the game all the time. Like with the Eldlich, you're never behind in a duel. You're like, you have the setup every single time and you can just start grinding, and you have so much pressure on your opponent as well. One thing though, this event didn't play the new trap rules, so when I heard of it, it made me really cautious about how to play my game. And yeah, it really sucks that it did, but I did playtest without it, so but I still managed to make so well. I'm really proud of myself for that. And only 2 Haquari. I don't think you should play 3. 2 is just enough to just get to the Eldlich as fast as possible, and you don't want to discard mostly. I usually just if I could get a Haquera instead of Conquistador into graveyard, I would just go for Haquera instead, because this effect could be relevant sometimes, but I never felt like, oh well, there was one time that Haquero actually was viable, but he dodged it somehow. I don't remember how anymore. And then the punishment, as I said, blowout cards, set traps, and then surprise your opponents. And being locked down for an extra deck is not so hard when you already have the twins in the graveyard to special summon them back. And then lastly, the blowout cards. Torrential Tribute and Solemn Strike. These cards just stole so many boards and interactions, and it was so good to just play in the deck. Torrential Tribute was probably my favorite card in the whole extra deck. In the deck, sorry. Because with the Golden Lord, he gets special summon back and is destroyed by card effects, and you just nuke field. He stays on the field, and then you go from there. And same thing with you activate it. You can also summon your own monsters and activate Torrential Tribute. And this card actually helps to break through mine, which was insane. And of course, strikes is strikes. I did make a misplay though versus PK Fire, that I passed priority of the normal summon of the summon being successful, and forgot that Cherubini sent for cost. So, but yeah, those things happen. So that's a 45 main deck, and let's just go right into the extra deck instead. And for the we have 3 Evil Twin Kizikil and 2 Evil Twin Lilla. Now, I only think you should need 2, because it's basically just is so consistent overall, and if you have the setup, then you already have it. So you, for now, if the deck is not getting like super relevant or anything, you could play 3 to win the grind game. But for this it's just felt so good, and there basically is their special summon an Lilla, and this one special summons a Kizikil from the graveyard, and it doesn't target. So if they did a Crow Kizikils, example for if I activate Lilla and say I want special summon a Kizikil from my graveyard, they don't know which one I'm gonna special summon, but usually, obviously, I'm gonna choose the Link one. And I'll show you in a minute how to gain plus during opponent's turn as well. And since they are Fiend, and if you use their effect, you get only locked into Fiend, so you opted to play these Fiend monsters, which was the Nightmare Unicorn, Nightmare Phoenix, Unchained Abomination. Nightmare Phoenix, I think I never used it to pop an set card, because I usually didn't have any cards in my hand, because they were all set or in the graveyard all the time. but I use it to link off the trap monsters for Phoenix, and then extend further, because I can't go into access code into with the trap masters, because access code says effect masters. And yeah, so, and Phoenix and Unicorn, you make him and you co-link him, draw one card, spin one card, then you upgrade into access code and you have OTK from there. I will show you that combo in a second. And Abomination, this is an also really nice interaction with Servant and Lilla. I didn't summon this guy though, but it was there as a threat if I really needed to. And then as of course, as I talked, the access code talker, this guy just wins games, steals games, and is one of the best links for right now, in my opinion. Next up, for the Dogmatika stuff. Now, you ask me, what do I do if I get Veilered, Ashed, or Impermed? Well, our answer to this is you link into Lingeribo, or any. It never came up because I didn't play against any trap decks, or I was playing a bunch of cards or mirror matches or anything. But yeah, you have some. You negate and they banish it. So versus Eldlich, it's really good. You banish off the Sanguines so that they don't get their golden land cards and start grinding you out. And since we play Dogmatika, we have Entis and Ash Dragon. These are just self-explanatory. Nothing most as to say that Servant send Entis with an unnegated Dragoon is how you usually beat every single card. And with the Abomination Unchained card, you pop like 3 cards. Really insane. And the last 2 cards in the extra deck was the interesting part that I saw from OCG was Sky Cavalier Centura and AA Zeus. Now, I never summoned Zeus actually during the event because I don't know why, but it was there like having a toolbox, and this was what I thought really well. But I did summon this in side events though. Outed something, I don't remember what, but yeah, in testing it was really good. It's a shame I just couldn't do it during a match. And lastly, for the side deck, 3 Nibiru, 3 Droll, and 2 Skullmeisters. Now, since we're playing so many traps, I felt like I don't need to main deck so many hand traps, so I side them instead. Obviously, Droll is versus Drytron. I never saw anything. I think I never sided this card in because there was nothing that was actually good for siding it. But Skullmeisters and Droll and Nibiru came in almost every single time going second versus any deck, but I didn't see any of them. But I think I saw Nibiru in side events mostly, but yeah, that's about it. I did first play Ice Dragon's Prison in my side deck, but I cut it out for Skullmeisters because I felt like I needed something to stop the graveyard, because if I will play against Drytron, I could just negate stuff with Skullmeister or Eldlich or any other. And since we're playing traps, we have to be aware of mostly Twin Twisters, Cosmic Cyclones, and any powerful spells that starts engines together to stop evenly. So that's why we play these cards. We actually activated evenly versus me, but I did side this card every single time I went first in game 2 and 3. Well, that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know down in the comments what you think, and if you, as I said, if you wish to see that pure Eldlich Evil Twin deck, and I will show you guys the combo in that particular matter. But so far I really enjoyed this deck. It was super fun, I had a great time with it, and I recommend, if you want to have something to play fun with, play the Evil Twins. They're super fun. So that's gonna do it for me now. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season, and I will see you guys in the next one. ICHI signing out. Peace out.